carry away cars, farms, homes, and its feared people.
You can see some of the tsunami, and it looks like some fire breaking out in the Sendai area after the tsunami has hit.
The tsunami swamped Japan's east coast near Sendai, a fishing village about 400 kilometers north of Tokyo.
That tsunami obviously going upstream, engulfing some of the farm and homes in that area.
It was triggered by a quake measuring 8.5 on the Richter scale. There are reports of deaths and injuries, but so far officials have no idea how many.
One of the largest earthquakes ever to hit Japan.
Urgent warnings were issued that the tidal wave could reach Russia, Taiwan, Marcus Island, the Northern Marianas, Guam, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Hawaii.
Please do not go near the waters. Move to higher ground as soon as possible.
Australia is safe.
The tsunami has already engulfed some cities, fires breaking out due to the earthquake. In northeastern Japan's Iwate Prefecture, tsunami waves of over 4 meters were observed soon after the quake. The agency is warning that tsunami could reach between 6 and 10 meters.
Japan is used to earthquakes. A 7.3 tremor hit earlier this week. Buildings in Tokyo are designed for them, but this is beyond anything they can withstand.
We are prioritizing human lives. We will work with local governments to facilitate their actions, providing as much information as possible.
Airports across the country have been closed. Sendai Airport seen here underwater.
Obviously completely flooded. This is coverage of Sendai Airport in northern Japan, where the earthquake has hit the hardest.
Fires were sparked across the capital. Here, an oil refinery is in flames.
Black billowing out from that oil refinery. Several fires have broken out.
Already, powerful aftershocks have struck. One, a magnitude 7.4, just 30 minutes later, rattling office buildings.
A local fire department says a welfare facility has collapsed in the northeastern prefecture of Fukushima. It says more than 10 people are missing.
Mobile phone networks have been knocked out. A school's roof caved in. The full extent of this disaster is yet to be revealed. Jessica Vanderin, 7 News.
This disaster is unfolding as we go to air. Details are still sketchy. Information is changing constantly. We're going to take you live to Japan now and coverage from TV network NHK as this disaster unfolds.
To support people who were affected and to prevent the expansion of damage. As for the nuclear power plants, at this point, there's no information about any damage or radioactive leakage.
Chief Cabinet Secretary Yukio Enano talking to reporters there. The government considering the quake damage extensive. He says he's been gathering information on the damage and says it's worse than expected. He says that the government will do its best to contain the damage. Yukio Enano says there's no information on radioactive leakage, however, from any nuclear power plants at this time. The governor of Miyagi Prefecture has asked the government for help. They are asking the self-defense force units to help deal with the situation. Defense Ministry officials say self-defense force personnel are currently contacting local governments and related agencies to assess the extent of the damage. This is our live camera in Miyagi Prefecture, Sendai area. You can see that the skies have been covered in smoke. And return our cameras to live shots in Tokyo. And looks like earlier we were seeing several smokes billowing out from a building, but we don't see that at this time. Obviously, this is the downtown Shibuya area. Taking a closer look at the streets, and it looks like there's a little bit more traffic than normal during this time of the day. Hundreds of thousands of people in Tokyo have been left stranded after train and subway service were suspended. The magnitude has been revised upward once again. The earthquake that hit northern Japan is a magnitude 8.8. Japan's meteorological agency has revised the earthquake upward. It now says the earthquake had a magnitude of 8.8, of course, one of the largest for Japan to experience. East Japan Railway Company says it stopped train operations, including Shinkansen bullet trains, although no major damage has been reported so far. The Tokyo Metro Subway Company has also suspended all operations. Company officials say it will take time to check the safety of all tunnels before resuming operations. You're seeing live footage of Tomakomai area over in Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost island. Obviously, the tsunami has struck that area and has, but it looks like the damage is not as extensive as some of the other prefectures. Tsunami, obviously, though, has struck that area as well in Japan's northernmost island of Tomakomai, and Japan's northernmost prefecture of Hokkaido. For those of you who are just tuning in to NHK World, a major earthquake hit Japan Friday afternoon. Japan's meteorological agency says the quake measured 8.8. The agency has issued a tsunami warning for Japan's Pacific coast. Those tsunami obviously has already hit extensive areas throughout northern Japan. It's one of the largest ever in Japan's history. Let me revise that. It's 8.8, magnitude 8.8 is the largest ever recorded in Japan. One of the biggest earthquakes, the biggest earthquake ever to hit the country. Japan's meteorological agency is getting set to talk to us, or has talked to us earlier on. Japan's meteorological agency has talked to us earlier on, and here's what they had to say.
大津波の津波警報が出ていますので、住民の方は高いところに避難してください。できるだけ高いところに避難してください。で、今も津波が来ていますけれども、まだ来ていないところでもこれからさらに大きな津波が来る可能性がありますので、絶対に戻らないでください。高いところに避難したまま、しばらくは。
You're watching a special edition of 7 News with live coverage of the Japanese quake and tsunami. We'll be back with more after a short break.
Holidays will help. Costly caravans